Hiya, my name's Norrms, and today I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and about the Dementia Awareness Day. I was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's at the age of 50. I am now 53 and I fully intend on beating it. When I was first diagnosed, I was absolutely devastated. I just couldn't believe it happened to me. I threw my toys out the pram, I stamped my feet shouting, why me, why me? But once my wonderful family had supported me, got rallied round me, and we all got together, we thought, well, okay, that's it, that's the hand I've been dealt in life. Now, what are we going to do about it? What we're going to do about it is raise awareness, and raise awareness wherever we can. I wrote a story a couple of weeks ago, all about when I was sat looking out of my front window one night time, and I could see the stars, and all the stars were shining down, and they seemed brighter that night for some reason. Some people say that when you say you've been told you have a serious illness, that things do seem a little bit brighter, and I can honestly say from the heart, that's true, they do. So there I was looking at these stars, and one seemed brighter than the other, then the next one, then the next one. And then I started thinking about the darkness, and no matter how dark it is, no matter how far them stars have to travel, no matter how light those stars are against the darkness, they will always be there. No matter what's thrown at them, no matter how bad things get, that light will always be there. So I thought about my own illness and my Alzheimer's, and I thought about everybody else's Alzheimer's, and I began to think, each one of those stars could be the light of hope. It could be the light for everybody who's touched with this disease. The light that means that one day a cure will come. So I wrote it into a story. And then as I like to say, my co-conspirator, Sheriff in Wiltshire, in Trowbridge in Wiltshire, wrote to me after reading this story and said, how about do you feel we can enlighten the country? And so the UK Dementia Awareness Day was born, or DAD as we call it for short. What we want to do, we want to light the country up. There's a World Alzheimer's Day on the 21st of September, I believe, and there's an Alzheimer's Awareness Week, which thankfully the Alzheimer's Society runs sometime in June or July. But what we don't have is a UK Dementia Awareness Day, and that's where you come in. Because if it wasn't for you carers and you volunteers, I wouldn't be here today. If it wasn't for you lot doing the job that you do and supporting people like myself with dementia, none of this would happen. So this is as much not only for the people with dementia, but it's as much to highlight your plight as carers and volunteers, to raise awareness and recognise dementia. I've said many times before, I've met somebody who had a brain tumour and survived. I've met somebody who had heart attacks, a couple of people, and survived. And I've also met many people who've had cancer and survived. I have never yet met anybody who's had Alzheimer's and survived. This is why we need this day. This is why we need to raise awareness on this day, September the 17th. We're going to have balloons going up in the afternoon. We want to have Chinese lanterns at night time to enlighten the country. And we want to make the dementia cause as big as the cancer cause, the heart cause, and other charities like that. Because it is the biggest health crisis in our time, without a shadow of a doubt. Everybody knows somebody who has either had a dementia or Alzheimer's. Most people would tell you that I'm quite a happy chappy, and I'm quite positive, annoyingly positive maybe sometimes, and annoyingly optimistic, but that's just the way I am. But yet some people say, Norrms, how can you be so happy all the time knowing you have this devastating illness and knowing at the moment there's no cure? My answer is always the same. I've only got to look at my grandchildren. I have 9, don't ask. And and twins on the way, which will make a football team up. 11 in total. I've only got to look at them, and I've only got to look at their eyes and their questions and the hope in their eyes. Again, the hope with the light. How could I give up with a family like that? How could I give up? What kind of life lesson would that be for the children if their granddad give up? No, it's not going to it's not going to happen, and it's not in my nature. Excuse me. Itchy nose. For anybody who's not quite sure what Alzheimer's is like, the way I always put it is, if you can imagine a Christmas tree with lots of lights on, and every now and again that Christmas tree, one of the lights goes off, never to come on again, and slowly but surely each light goes out. Well, every one of those lights is a memory. Every time that light goes out, that memory doesn't come back. 14 months ago, I come to sport like this. 14 months ago, I come to do what I do now and stand up in front of hundreds of people and tell them what it's like to have Alzheimer's. 14 months ago, I certainly couldn't have written 2 books, which I have. But since I've been on xxxxxxxxx, or memantine as it's called in the States, I have got my life back. I would just like to say at this point, it is not a cure. All it has done is staved the inevitable off for a little bit longer. But you know what? I don't care. Because I've had an extra 14, 18 months with my children and my wonderful family and my friends. 14 months ago, I could hardly talk. I wasn't walking, I was stumbling. This is the difference that the xxxxxxxx has made. And thankfully now, these are available on the NHS. Okay, you probably have to ask for them, but they are available. If we all get together on this wonderful Dementia Awareness Day, I just know we can all make a difference, as the saying goes. And I know it's going to make a difference to people, not only like me, but to people like carers, volunteers. And also, when I was first diagnosed at the age of 50, there was, I can't even say there were services out there for me, or very little. There was no services out there for people under 65 or under 60. Certainly not for people at my age at 50, now 53. So this Awareness Day is so important in so many different ways, just to make people recognise the plight of people with dementia. And I know that one day there will come a cure. And I want to say that come this time next year, I would like to do the same video again. And the year after, and the year after, and the year after. So I hope you'll join me on this day, organising events, and I hope that together we'll have a really, really great day. Thank you for listening. All our love from Norrms, Elaine and family to each and every one of you. Thank you.